Hello, my lovely people. I am back with a random fact generator. Okay, I'm so excited because I'm sorry if you can hear this. It is my jeans. They are a bit like creaky when I wash them. They get creaky, so that's why. Anyways, I really love these. I was gonna say I love these videos, but I've made one, but I really love these facts. So we're gonna do a shout outs to randomfactgenerator.com because this is so much fun. So let's begin. Our brains are made up of about 75% water, which is one of the reasons that dehydration can lead to headaches, weariness, and decreased mental capacity. Okay, slay. Sorry. Oh my god, I feel like such a millennial. But okay, I am, so. There is a very rare condition called Anton syndrome in which a person becomes blind but is unaware of it and will even deny it. Their brain will generate false visual images so they continue to believe that they can see. What the hell? That's really weird, but so exciting. Okay. There is a phenomenon. I love that word. A phenomenon. There is a phenomenon known as third man syndrome in which people undergoing traumatic, life-threatening experiences feel the presence of an unknown party, such as a spirit offering advice or comfort. Guilty. Like, yeah. I don't think you even have to undergo trauma or life-threatening experiences for that, but that's only me being spiritual, so I have been going through trauma and life-threatening experiences though, so maybe I almost drowned one time, and my sister saved me. What the hell? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, enough with the hair. Okay, next random fact. Shout out to my sister though. The bark on a larger redwood trees. The bark on larger redwood trees can be as much as 2 feet thick. Can be as much as 2 feet thick. I'm on the metric system, so next random fact. Facebook's color scheme is blue because owner Mark Zuckerberg suffers from red-green color blindness. Okay. Zachary Taylor, the 12th president of the United States, died during his presidency from a gastrointestinal disease that was thought to be the result of eating too many cherries and too much iced milk at a 4th of July party. Okay, could be me with chocolate. Okay. And Andre Agassi won 10 of 11 tennis matches against Boris Becker after noticing a tick in Becker's serve. Becker would stick his tongue out a certain direction, thus unknowingly indicating where his serve would go and giving Agassi an advantage. There is a similar concept in baseball known as tipping pitches. Hate to be Boris Becker. Okay. The Mauna Kea, sorry if I don't pronounce that correctly, the Mauna Kea mountain in Hawaii is actually taller than Mount Everest when measured from its base on the ocean floor to its height. However, Mauna Kea extends less than 14,000 feet above sea level, whereas Everest extends more than 29,000 feet above sea level. Again, with these feet, right? I don't know how tall that is. Okay. The pistol shrimp can create a bubble underwater that can get as hot as 4,800 degrees Celsius, which is on the same magnitude as the heat on the surface of the sun, 5,600 degrees Celsius. The fuck? Really? Is this true? Like, it sounds incredible. Okay, 1 in 10 people born in Europe are thought to be conceived in an IKEA bed. Could be, yeah. George Miller had his wife Margaret Sixel edit the movie Mad Max Fury Road. Even though she had never cut an action movie before, I've read this before, Miller felt that if it was edited by the usual kind of guys, it would look like every other action movie we see. She went on to win an Oscar for her editing work in the film. Good that we read that twice. Women. Okay. The first living creature in space was a monkey named Albert 1. NASA wanted to send Albert to see if he would be able to survive before they attempted to send any humans. Albert ended up suffocating and did not make it back home alive. Poor little guy. Humans, like, so cruel. Fernando Tatis Sr. is the only MLB player to ever hit 2 grand slams in a single inning. His son, Fernando Tatis Jr., is one of the brightest stars in the game today. Slay. The Hollywood sign on the hills in Los Angeles originally read Hollywoodland. Okay. The largest tsunami ever recorded occurred in Lituya Bay, Alaska in 1958, with a wave reaching the incredible height of 17 of sorry, I'm so tired. With a wave reaching the incredible height of 1,720 feet. Comment down below what a feet is. Like, so mad. Okay, this is sad. The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed more than 13,500 homes and displaced more than 80,000 people, but amazingly only caused 6 deaths. Wow. That is amazing. But not for the dead. Okay, sorry. Sorry if that was a weird joke. But okay. Home field advantage is thought to be a factor in many major sports, but the 2019 World Series between the Houston Astros and Washington Nationals saw the home team lose each of the 7 games, 4 games in Houston and 3 games in Washington, D.C. Okay. I read this. Let me see. Lake Superior has a larger landmass than the entire country of Scotland. Pretend I didn't do that. Okay. Henry Heimlich demonstrated his life-saving Heimlich maneuver countless times, but never used it in a real scenario until he was 96 years old. He died later that year. Goosebumps. Okay, another sports one. Even though in baseball a team only has to get 3 outs in an inning, the record for strikeouts by a pitcher in a single inning is 4. This happens when a pitcher gets a strikeout but the catcher does not catch the ball. In this case, the runner is able to advance to first base if he can beat the throw. The pitcher is still credited with a strikeout, but no actual out is recorded. Okay. That was not a funny one. This is the NASA one. Again, this is the Mauna Kea. Okay. Ostrich farms sometimes have a difficulty getting their male ostriches to breed, since the male ostriches are more attracted to their human caretakers than to female ostriches. That's weirdly cute. Okay. John Steinbeck's original manuscript for Of Mice and Men was eaten by his dog, Toby. Bad Toby. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Google Images was inspired after Jennifer Lopez wore a then scandalous green dress on the 2000 Grammy Awards. Google searches for that image became the most popular search query Google had ever seen, and they realized they needed a way to deliver what people wanted. Okay. Bananas contain potassium, which is an element that decays, making bananas the slightest bit radioactive. But you would probably have to consume 10 million bananas worth of potassium in order to die of banana-induced radiation poisoning. I love that fact. I love that. Okay. Let's do one more. Just one more. The Heimlich again. Okay. Strengths is the longest word with only one vowel. Okay, in English then. Strengths is the longest word with only one vowel. I wonder what the longest word in Swedish is with only one vowel. That would be interesting to know. Top of the morning to you. Okay. thank you for tuning in. If you like these kinds of videos, please let me know, or if you want me to do something else, I would highly appreciate getting some feedback from you. It is getting pretty dark now, but maybe that's good. Like, it has successfully, it has, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it has been getting more dark throughout the video, so maybe that's good if you want to sleep. But okay, if you are continuing the day, I hope you will have a very, very nice day. And if you're sleeping, I hope you will have the best sleep of your life. Like, of your life. Yeah, manifesting that for you. Because it is really important and you are worth it. Okay. Take care. I love you. Thank you for